Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Thursday morning the 12th of June. In this video we're talking about the Summer Wells case. In particular, we're talking about two things. We're going to talk about how Don and Candus Wells, Summer Wells' parents, have been cleared of all allegations of child abuse and neglect against Summer's three brothers. And we're going to talk about the update that Don Wells has given to the local news channel WJHL. You're going to be infuriated by this one. Let's go. Okay, so this is on the Find Summer Wells Facebook group, posted 7 hours ago. Our DCS case has been dismissed. All opinions of abuse and neglect are dropped and unsubstantiated by judge order. According to Tennessee DCS, Department of Children's Services, we have not abused or neglected our three sons. This is the legal final say. It means in part that if Summer is found today, she can come home. So, received April 21st. So we got Don Wells, appellant, and Candice Bly, appellant, and the text is the same for both of them. I'll read this one because it's a bit clearer. Comes now, respondent, State of Tennessee, Department of Children's Services, hereinafter referred to as the Department, by and through counsel, to file this notice of withdrawal and motion to dismiss the underlying case and the pending appeal filed before the court. As a basis for this motion, the Department has withdrawn the substantiation of child abuse and or child neglect against appellant. As appellant is no longer classified as a perpetrator of child abuse and or child neglect, the appeal of substantiation is moot and should be dismissed. Upon receipt of an order granting this motion, all policies and procedures relating to a dismissal in such a matter shall be followed by the Department. What do you think to that? So first, it tells us that there was a case of child abuse and neglect against Don and Candice, but it's been dropped. We've got some more text here. So Don Wells, Candice Bly, text is the same. An appeal was filed on February 13th, 2025 with the Administrative Procedures Division of the Department of Children's Services, in which appellant requested an administrative hearing concerning its substantiation to child abuse and or child neglect regarding investigation number, and a lot of numbers. An acknowledgement letter was issued on February 25th, 2025. The hearing was scheduled to begin on May 13th, 2025. On April 21st, 2025, the Department filed a notice of withdrawal and a motion to dismiss. As the substantiation appealed by appellant has been withdrawn, the appeal of substantiation is moot. Therefore, the appeal of the substantiation against appellant is dismissed. Based on the above findings and the applicable state statutes and Department of Children's Services policies, the classification established by the Child Protective Services Division of the Department of Children's Services at the appellant is the substantiated perpetrator in a validated case of child abuse or neglect is withdrawn. The Department is directed to change the classification of this referral to not substantiated. Further, the Department is directed to take immediate and appropriate action to notify all parties previously notified of this investigation that they are no longer required to assure non-access to children by Don Wells. DCS shall make this notification immediately upon receipt of this order. Assurance that this notification is properly and timely made is the responsibility of the Direction of Due Processes, Dana Scott. A copy of this notification must be forwarded to the DCS Administrative Procedures Division for inclusion within the hearing file. So that gives you the background. And here is Don talking about this very thing.
Hello everyone, this is Don Wells. We're here to report to you that we've got official letters from the heads of DCS that we are cleared from any abuse or neglect on our parts towards our children. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
And then 10 hours ago, I will be sharing the main story update here tonight or tomorrow. Alright, we've got something from WJHL. Thank you, Ansley, Kristen, Anna, and other media that contributed to share summer updates and our family to the world. We all love you so much, Summer. So, if Summer was found alive today, she could go home. What does this mean for Summer's eldest brother, who is currently on an adoption website? I'm not sharing that update here. I've never shared pictures or the names of Summer's brothers on this channel. It's just something I decided not to do. The names are out there. And the eldest boy is on an adoption website, TN Kids. What does that mean for him? Like, Don and Candus apparently relinquished all rights to their children, didn't they? That came out a while ago. So, does it mean they could adopt their own child? I don't know about the other two. I don't know whether they've already been adopted. I do not know. But we're going to read this article here. Summer Wells' father speaks nearly 4 years following her disappearance. This weekend marks 4 years. In 3 days' time, Summer Wells will have been missing for 4 years. She was then 5 years old. She is now 9. Almost half of her life, if she's alive today, she has been missing. Let that sink in. But anyway, this weekend marks 4 years since the Hawkins County girl was last seen. 5-year-old Summer Wells was reported missing from her home on Ben Hill Road in the Beech Creek community on June 15th, 2021. There's been an active Amber Alert for her ever since. It's 4 years too long, her father Don Wells said from his yard, one of the last places his daughter was known to be. My thoughts or feelings haven't changed. I mean, it's been heartbreak. Continual heartbreak for the past 4 years. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl was only 3 feet tall at the time. She was reportedly wearing grey pants and pink shirt with no shoes. We love and miss her so very much and wish she could come home very much because she was kind of the bossy boss around here. We just miss our children, man. We had 4 children running around here. Crews searched the Beech Creek community for weeks. Law enforcement has received numerous tips that never panned out. We haven't talked to law enforcement in a long time. We let Chris and Trudy, the PIs, deal with TBI in Hawkins County. It's just better that they do that. The last major update from law enforcement was 2 years ago, when the TBI and the National Centre for Missing and Exploited Children released an age-progressed photo of what Summer Wells could look like. The National Centre for Missing and Exploited Children update these kind of generated age-progressed images every 2 years, apparently. So this is almost 2 years old, so are they going to release a new one? I don't know. Don't know the answer to that. Summer's mother, Candus, has only spoken on camera with News Channel 11 once. She declined to be interviewed right before we began. So this is from Dawn. She wanted to, but all that fear started creeping up, of what happened, in the beginning with the social media and everything, hunting us down everywhere we go and trying to basically ruin us everywhere we go. And she's just having nightmares. It's very bad. And when you add the social media pressure, all of them saying that we're suspects or whatever, that just adds to it. And it's kind of living a nightmare. After Summer's disappearance, the Wells 3 oldest boys were put into Department of Children's Services custody. We haven't received any updates from them, no contact. And in fact, they deleted our phone number or blocked my phone as soon as we got done with that case and signed our children over. So did DCS block his phone, or did the place where the boys were staying or the boys themselves blocked his phone? I'm not clear on what he's meaning from that. But News Channel 11 inquired about the status of Wells' case with DCS. Pursuant to state and federal law, DCS investigations are strictly confidential and we are unable to provide information related to your request. Well, I just read you the latest from the DCS case and you heard it from Don. So the case against Don and Candus has been dropped. The TBI declined to comment about the ongoing search for Summer, and the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office did not respond to our requests. That's terrible. Terrible. Anyone who has credible information about the whereabouts of Summer Wells should contact 1-800-TBI-FIND. It's terrible that law enforcement aren't going to even give a comment. I hope they will on the 15th. It'll just be the same generic, pointless stuff. But still, well, that's a turn up for the books. What you got to say for yourself? Let me know in the comments. and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.